Hi, Gemini. Welcome. Welcome. My name is Jennifer Fawn. I do weekly tarot readings. If you would like me to continue doing the weekly tarot readings, make sure you please give this video a thumbs up because I'm thinking about doing bi-weekly. And depending on how many thumbs up I get across all signs, that will let me know if I should continue to do the weekly or make room for new kinds of readings and just check in with the signs twice a month. I do not show the cards because I channel the messages. I hear, see, feel, and know things. I can get two totally different messages in two different readings on the same card, and I like to put my energy into figuring out what's going on for you guys instead of feeling like I need to like put on a show. I hope that makes sense for you. Let's see what's going on for you guys. Gemini. You guys may want to watch the Taurus reading because you guys kind of popped in over there. The Gemini energy, even though it was very much a energy of passion and emotion, you were just kind of hanging out there. So I don't know if this has to deal with someone from your past or someone you're dealing with, someone from their past. Also, the full moon was in Taurus. So it could just be good to watch to get like an energy of what's going on and dynamics. And if you watch it, you'll know when I'm talking to you because the message will resonate. And, you know, that's all you should ever take from any reading is what applies, okay? So I'm going to do 3 more shuffles for Gemini. Getting chills, running up and down, running up and down. Ooh. Okay. Gemini. Now, either you or the person that you're dealing with is dealing with a situation that one of you feels like maybe toxic, or there's this energy that's just like it's ongoing energy, like it's always there, and you may already be at a place where you know that it's not going anywhere. But there's a strong bond or connection that either you're sensing between you and somebody else and you, or people you're dealing with and someone else, like a third party or somebody from the past, an ex, because it's Mercury retrograde. Now, the energy that I'm feeling with the Mercury retrograde, it being in Scorpio and the full moon being in Taurus and all of these wonderful things happening, they're in opposition of each other. And normally in a Mercury retrograde, you know, things from the past get brought up again, you know, to be dealt with. And that now that it's in this season of Scorpio, it's like, you know, letting things die that need to die, that don't serve us, which could be this energy, this thing that's just there. But I feel like this energy is very much bringing people from the past back together because there's this bonding energy. And it's like, yeah, watch the Taurus video, like coming together to like for closure, but then realizing that like you actually want to be together again, not that like we need to let this die. It's kind of like, this is being reborn into something new because it's a very fixed energy on both sides. And there's a lot of universal stuff happening right here for you guys, Gemini. So even if this is a situation you're dealing with or the person you're dealing with is going through this or whatever, you'll know how it applies. The universe is orchestrating this, and maybe it's going to fall apart so that you can have your wish and your world can change and things can shift. This could be happening within your relationship right now where it's ending. Maybe it's ending because you're feeling like they have strong bonds or ties to somebody else. They're not communicating it to you. They're keeping it in, but you can like feel it. It feels like a very strong energy. It's like you can kind of see through the bullshit. Like even if it were they were speaking negative or whatever, you can kind of sense that like it's bullshit, okay? There could be another air sign involved in this, or it could be there's this strong energy that's from the past that comes back up. It does get put to rest, and it's like for you, this would mean like the world, like, it would make you feel good because it's like, it would mean that it's something that you want would be happening. But it's almost like you're also fearing that, it's like you're almost fearing that what you're sensing about this past energy or whatever, is going to end up being true too. There's going to be, I feel like, let me feel into this for a minute because it's starting to get confusing. There's going to be communication from someone from the past. They could be somebody who's, you'll recognize them because the energy is very much like, may seem immature. It is very passionate energy, okay? So when we're like passionate and we're immature, it's kind of like that petty energy. It's kind of like the kid in school when you were younger who really had a crush on you and, you know, punched you all the time because he didn't know how to express his emotions for you. So he kind of bullied you or was mean to you or talked negative about the person that he was in love with because he just didn't know how else to deal with how he was feeling. It's that kind of an energy. So whoever that person is, it could actually be like a child who is a fire sign. It could be somebody younger than you who is a fire sign, who's acting out in a way that seems very like dysfunctional or toxic, but it's a very passionate energy. Like it's somebody who, like if you get an argument with them, like they're throwing a plate or they're putting a hole in the wall, or it's because they have so much passion about this that they act out in it in a dysfunctional way because it's like the immature part of them, like the teenage wounded part of them still feels those very, like to them, those feelings of like not being good enough and stuff like that are still very real in their life now. So it could be a situation where they're older, but they still are reacting in their feelings in an immature way. So there could be communication that comes across to you or to a person that you're dealing with where the communication comes in. So it could be like critical communication where somebody's like judging you or being critical of the way that you are, something like that, or talking down to you or negative to you or like judging you or something. But it's just because they want to communicate with you and that's how they can do it. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, if it were any other way, they couldn't communicate with you. So it's like coming across in this very like, almost, I want to say a toxic energy because they just don't, it almost feels like they're not allowed, or they're not allowed to have love for this person or something. They're not, there's some sort of shame or embarrassment or something attached to the situation where it's like, they feel like they're not allowed to feel how they feel, and because of that, they present in this way that I'm explaining when this person's name gets brought up, when this situation gets brought up, when they have to communicate with this person. But that should be a clear indicator that there's something much deeper going on there. There's something going on that's not being communicated, so they're like acting out. I don't know. And now I'm kind of getting the energy like this could be a situation where it's like you kind of want this to come to an end, or maybe you know that it can't come to an end, but it's something you're desiring that you want to come to an end, or you would kind of like feel a lot of satisfaction if you knew that this was coming to an end. You could be dealing with a sign that is fixed, so that it can be Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and who am I missing? Taurus. Or they could just have a lot of energy of that, like what they say is go. They don't really bend, move, or shake about anything that's going on. But I very much feel like either you or the person that you're dealing with feels like, I'm just going to try to make it as basic as possible here because there's a lot going on, and I feel like the energy for everyone's a little different, but the basic energy of what's going on is this. The universe is orchestrating something for you guys or the person that you're dealing with where you feel like there is some sort of attachment or toxic something to someone, where you want this cycle to be completed, or you want something about a situation to end, but you're afraid that it's going to be a new beginning, Gemini. Or you're wishing for a new beginning with someone that you feel passionate about, or you feel tied and bonded to from your past, and you're wanting to communicate with them about how you feel, but you know that, like, if somebody found out, it would change things, like, dramatically, or you could be waiting for communication to come in about something that you're excited about, that you know is going to change everything for the better, and it's like everything's starting to happen, but there's very much this energy of like waiting, or wanting something to end, or you want to move into some new type of energy. And I feel like something is going to happen here where it happens quickly, and then maybe you feel like, okay, you got what you wanted, like it's finally happening, and everything's going to change, and the energy's going to change. And when it changes, it's going to be a cycle that goes on for a good amount of time. You know, like it could be the next 10 years or something like that. But it's almost like this, there's something you're feeling like there's this attachment to something that needs to be let go of. It could be like a house or the energy of something like that, where like you just want a fresh new start. It could be with somebody completely new that you think about all the time, or the person you're with thinks about all the time. You could be wanting to move away from this energy or situation, or knowing that you can't. Gemini, let me know what's going on in the comments below. You could be moving towards a career that's going to change your life. You could have been in a career where you felt held down, or like you wasn't going anywhere. Now you're moving into a career that's going to change your life, and like it's just going to open up everything for you. It's going to come to you. It's like a dream come true, where just like the stars align, and then it's like there's a lot of abundance. There's a lot of good things happening here. Getting something about the feet. Something about the feet is coming up. It could be somebody loves your feet, somebody loves somebody's feet, somebody sucks your toes, worships your feet, likes the way you take care of your feet. There could be things just going on with your feet. This feels big though. This feels like whatever it is that's coming in, Gemini, you'll know how it is for you. It's going to change things in a big way. It's like you're going to be moving away from, oh, what is this happening? There's a moving away, and you'll know how that applies for you. Whatever this moving is, it's moving away, okay? And it's almost, this may only apply for a couple of you guys, but there's this energy of the female or the feminine energy moving away from the energy that feels more masculine. It could be a woman that feels more masculine, okay? But the moving away is happening from it's moving away from the energy that feels masculine, okay? Like you're turning your back to it and just moving in a new direction, or leaving whatever that thing is that feels masculine behind. And I feel like if that happens, okay, it's happening quickly, and it may be hard. It could be like something just came in, you found out something, and all of a sudden like the whole thing did a 180, and it's like this isn't where you saw yourself, or this isn't what you saw happening. But it's happening very quickly, and it's moving. And it's like once you do that, it's, even if this feels hard or, what's the word? Unexpected, it's gonna be amazing. So it's kind of like just ride the waves of whatever it is that's going on right now, because it's going to get you to a better place. You may already know that and feel that in your heart. It still may be something that you struggle with internally, because it's a situation that you feel deeply connected to. But you know that this is what you have to do. It feels like you know what you need to do when this situation happens, or if it's happening, it's like you know the direction you need to go in, or when it happens, you're going to know. It's like, I hope this makes sense, Gemini. I'm just going to check in real quick and see if there's anything else that wants to be said here. You could be moving away from an energy, like I said, a masculine energy. It could be a feminine energy. I mean, it could be a female that has the masculine energy, okay? But whatever this masculine energy is that you're moving away from, I'm also getting that it could be because you feel like, almost like I want to say taken for granted of, or not seen or appreciated. And like you want someone to really see you and appreciate you, and you want there to be more passion and more love. And there's something about whatever you're moving away from that feels like toxic or draining, or it just doesn't feel good. And you're moving towards something that feels good. So whatever that thing is you're moving away from, that heavier energy, it almost feels like bossy. I can't explain it. It's like bossy, controlling, manipulative. I'm like hearing like being like you're getting talked down to, or it's almost like no matter what you do, it just doesn't feel, I don't know. You'll know how this applies for you, Gemini. But make sure you guys leave me feedback in the comments, because this feels confusing. There could be a group of people involved. Like this could be a family, which is why I'm getting all this energy, and it feels very like a dynamic, like it's, you know, moving things from place to place, almost like we move it here and then we got to go here and then here. It's like shifting things around a lot to try to make something work. Or when you're shifting things around a lot to make something work, you're realizing that it's not going to work, so you're just like dropping it and moving on. So I don't know, Gemini, you let me know what's going on. Leave me feedback in the comments. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you still want me to do weekly. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.